After the rather moderate reactions to the planned streaming service Disney+, there are now new rumors from the Marvel and Star Wars universe. In addition to the Star Wars series The Mandalorian, there will be also other exclusive Disney content in order to gain more customers. For example, there will be a series about the young Princess Leia and a series with Rose Tico as the main character. How the streaming service will ultimately attract users with exclusive content is questionable. However, the first foundation for Disney Plus has already been laid with the Mandalorian series. By the way, this series will be released at the same time as the streaming service in autumn 2019 and will start with 10 episodes. There are some news about the Lord of the Ring Amazon series planned for 2021. The advertising is slowly to get started since Amazon has recently launched its own Twitter channel for the series, on which a map of Middle-earth was also published last week. And this contains some clues and secrets about the Lord of the Rings series. The posted quote 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their Halls of Stone should be familiar to every Lord of the Rings fan. Another fan also claims to have discovered that the map which was mentioned dates back to the second age of the Tolkien universe, before the Lord of the Ring movies. And it was in this very age that the Rings of Might were forged, which is an indication that the series could be about the creation of the rings. In combination with the quote about the Dwarf Lords, it is also possible that the focus will be on the dwarves. Another rumor is that the series will deal with the story of the young Aragorn. We can't yet clearly check which one of these rumors is true and which one isn't, but it's certain that the rumor mill is boiling and that soon even more secrets about new promotional material will be revealed by Amazon. The second most successful Chinese feature film of all time will soon be released on Netflix. It is a science fiction film called The Wandering Earth, which was released in Chinese cinemas on February 5th and has already earned $600 million. And even though this film has been shown exclusively in China and hardly a film fan has heard of it, Netflix secured the rights to the very successful blockbuster and will soon make it available for the rest of the world. The story is about the apocalyptic scenario of the dying sun, which will expand hundreds of times and destroy every life on Earth. Therefore, the Earth is supposed to be torn out of orbit by gigantic engines in order to save mankind. Sounds exciting, and also what special effects will be offered sounds huge. In addition to over 10,000 props purchased especially for the film, there will also be more than 2,000 special effect shots. So at this point we don't know when the film will be released on Netflix. But what we can expect is a science fiction spectacle similar to Interstellar. Although Alita Battle Angel has only been running in cinemas for several weeks, a sequel is already in the works. This is at least what director Roberto Rodriguez recently said. A precondition for this is of course that the first film runs well, and this seems to be the case at least up to now, since 140 million of the 170 million US in production costs have been raised so far, mainly in the USA. So if the first part is successful abroad, a sequel is almost guaranteed, as the end leaves a lot of room for a second part. We will probably be able to say more about it in a few months' time, but so far the forecast looks very pleasing. An animation series for the video game Alien Isolation from 2014 will be created. 7 episodes are supposed to be released, which will probably get the age rating 18+. The release date could be already in April and also be free of charge on the official Alien website. Sounds good at first, since the 2014 Alien survival horror game, which is based on Ridley Scott's film Alien: The Eerie Being from a Foreign World, received good reviews. The crux of the matter is that there is no official statement yet, which sounds unlikely at a release in less than a month, but could also be an advertising flyer to heat up the fans. So we can be curious if we will be surprised with the release overnight or if there will be official announcements from the Alien team. With The Punisher and Jessica Jones, Netflix now sells also the last 2 films of the Netflix Marvel cooperation. The reasons are certainly diverse, one of which will be that the production companies ABC and Marvel Entertainment now want too much money. Another is that Netflix will now focus even more on films made in their own production. And probably the most decisive is the already mentioned streaming service Disney+, which wants to secure all Disney and Marvel content on its own channel in direct competition to Netflix. Many fans are of course not excited about this and fear an increase in illegal downloads. And they are right to do so, because who wants to pay for 5 different streaming providers? Another 2 more seasons will be shot for the Big Bang Theory spin-off Young Sheldon. US channel CBS is quite satisfied with the series about the young Sheldon Cooper from the Big Bang Theory. Since fall 2017, Young Sheldon regularly reaches 10 to 12 million viewers, which is not much less than the Big Bang Theory with 13 million viewers per week. The spin-off has mutated into a self-runner, and that's not that surprising after all. The Big Bang Theory is in its final stages at the end of the 12th season. By the way, fans of the young Sheldon Cooper can look forward to fall this year, because this is when the 3rd season will air in the USA.